when it comes to making that harem. No one can do it like Katarina. Damn, it's chair. I need to get this thing fixed. Well, tune it up. I'm just stop being lazy. I'll do it one day. It's because actually my move squeaks now. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, Katrina. So they're finally on to the school arc, the academy, where Katrina skills we put to the test to see whether or not she can get through the entire school without ever having any doom whatsoever. Now, as much as I did enjoy how they carefully and patiently went through the childhood arc, which was very memorable in my taste, I wish they showed two things in the childhood arc that will make it more interesting. Make it at least 4 episodes is what I wished, but I guess they had to do some pasting, so which is understandable. I wish that they did more scenes with Katarina getting in trouble with her mom and the woes of the maid. The maid is always following her around, because when I was reading the manga, the mom was just getting on her ass all the time, and she was just constantly getting in trouble. And then, of course, the maid would always try to warn her in a freak panic that, hey, Katarina, don't do this, don't do that, all the time. And Katarina would not listen. Well, they didn't show it, but I wish they did. Man. It would be nice to see that Katarina didn't just get along with everybody, but she also can be, in a way, kind of a pain, show that side of her. But I guess you just have to read it to find out. She's at the school and she meets the main character, the true heroine of the game. But as you can clearly see, there is nothing for a heroine to do. There's nothing for her to do at all. She is completely irrelevant. Katarina has already done what the heroine was supposed to do within the game. And why? Because she took the actions when she was a child to do this. Let's start off with Keith. She started off with Keith by Keith was supposed to be a playboy, but he's not a playboy no more. Because Keith was looked after by Katarina and Keith looked after her, he wasn't that playboy no more. He is actually kind of shy when it comes to talks of love, as you clearly see in this episode. So Keith's not who he's supposed to be. Gyarados, in a way, probably still acts the way he does, but however, he is still interested in Katarina. He was originally supposed to use her just as an excuse so girls would stop flirting with him. But now it's to a point where he's actually in love with her, but Katarina just won't realize it for some reason. It's just so hard for her to do so. Then next is Rachel. Rachel is really supposed to be very attached to Alan, but instead she's very attached to Katarina because of the green thumb thing, and they both like gardening, so there goes that. Now with Alan's supposed to have an inferiority complex, where he's supposed to want to challenge the main heroine, Maria, but he doesn't want to do that no more, because thanks to Katarina, he now knows that there are things people can do and things people can't do. And plus he saw the indifference between him and his brother. So he doesn't have that weigh him down no more. So he's actually a okay guy, That's just it. Does he have feelings for Katarina? I don't know. He's kind of sundry of the group, so it's hard to tell sometimes. Then you have Sophie. Sophie, in a way, she's also very attached to Katarina because Katarina sees her as a weirdo, as the albino girl that everyone calls a freak, and they like to read books together. And because by Wing and Affection, she also wanted the approval of Nickel. But however, Nickel himself still is very mysterious. He's a second year, so he's a year older than all of them. Now, does any of them have feelings for Katarina? Like, romantically? Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell. I do believe that somewhere he's suggesting is probably the two of them might have an ancestral attachment to each other. That's one of the theories. It could be. I'm not sure. But anyways, it was. she's got them all cleared so far. So she's at the school and she doesn't realize she has nothing to worry about so far. But she is so focused on things on ahead that she's not looking what's in front of her right now. She's not noticing that people are different. She's not realizing that Alan is not being a playboy because she's not paying attention to him like that. She's too really focused on herself. Yeah, she has made these people's lives better, but she's still focusing on herself when it comes to it. Or else she realized that Gyarados is not using it as an excuse because she's not listening to what Jiro's saying, or how she's not really how her brother Keith is not a playboy, but he's actually kind of shy when it comes to love. And speaking of Keith keeps being a third wheel. Every time Jiro tries to do something with Katarina, with just the two of them, Keith goes along all the time, and it's just like, it's freaking Keith. I understand you're looking out for your sister and stuff, but in reality, the boyfriend will get fed up with this shit. He'll be talking to his girl like, "Hey man, I like your brother. He cool, but he keep getting away. He not let me get what I want." Fucking Keith. God damn you. But I digress. But now the scene, because she stole another scene from Jiro again, where Jiro was supposed to come and defend Maria from the bullies, especially Katarina, but Katarina changed the scene because she keeps interfering with all the things that someone else is supposed to do, and because of that, people are falling for her. So could it be a possibility that the main character, Maria, will fall for Katarina too? I think she will, because she keeps activating the Dooms herself. Not the Dooms, but she keeps interfering in very crucial moments of the game. And because of that, there's nothing left for her to do. Makes you wonder, man. But Katarina doesn't realize that. She is so focused on the future of fear of being a bad end, but not realizing that things are already going her way. And she just doesn't realize it. And this is why we call her Bakarina. She's so stupid. And some will complain away how, and some did drop the book because they were upset about how dumb the writer made Katarina in a way. Some just couldn't take it no more. And so, like, you can't make someone this dense that they can't sense anything. It's just ridiculous. And it hurts their head. It's understandable. Some people don't like it when a male main character inside of a harem anime is completely dense. They don't like it. It's a pain in the neck. It goes to the point where it's not even funny no more. And I do agree with that. I did stop watching those kind of harems a long time ago because it just got so infuriating to me because it's just not like that in real life. I know you're trying to get a laugh, but when you see it again and again so many times in different stories, you get fed up with it. You really do. It's like when you're younger and you discover anime. Middle school, high school. You're into all the tropes, like they're getting together at the end of the series, or they're trying to decide which girl they want and stuff like that. And it just takes forever, but you enjoy it for some reason as a kid or a teenager. But when you grow up, you get tired of it because you realize how things really are in reality. And even though there's this an exaggeration, it still wishes there will be at least a hint of reality inside it. It means that would make sense. Unfortunately, we don't get that. But nonetheless, I do have good times of that. And that's what I'm going to end it. I just had to do a little, I just was on a little rant back there. You have to forgive me, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. And I'm going to fix this chair today. I had enough. So that's all I got for ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.